Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science. Tonight, we'll explore something quietly miraculous, something that works every second of your life without asking for thanks. Your immune system. It never sleeps, but it dreams in patterns of protection. It listens, watches, remembers, and repairs, all while you rest, breathe, and drift through your days unaware of the invisible symphony beneath your skin. If you enjoy these gentle explorations of the human body and the cosmos within it, you can like, subscribe, or simply take a deep breath and let your mind settle. Because tonight, all you need to do is relax. Let your body grow soft. Let your thoughts become quiet waves. And let your immune system, your lifelong guardian, whisper its story as you drift toward sleep. Let's begin. Your immune system is older than you are, long before you took your first breath, before your heart beat on its own. Tiny cells inside you were already preparing to defend the life that was forming. They learned how to recognize what was you and what was not. Every future breath, every scrape, every fever was already written into their mission. Protect, repair, and remember. It is not a single organ, but a vast landscape, a flowing network of blood, lymph, bone, and memory. It stretches from the tips of your fingers to the folds of your gut, weaving silent highways of vigilance through every tissue. Like stars connected by constellations, immune cells drift through this inner night, always searching, always learning. The story of your immune system is the story of how life stays alive. It is the balance between chaos and calm, between invasion and peace. And as you listen, you might find that same balance within yourself, because your body, just like your mind, knows how to rest, even as it stands guard. White blood cells are your body's wandering sentinels. In your bloodstream at this very moment, millions of them are floating like tiny ships, scanning for signs of trouble. They drift slowly until they sense distress, a whisper of inflammation, a signal molecule crying out for help, and then they awaken. They change shape, grow arms, crawl through vessel walls, and rush toward the source of danger. It's a quiet heroism, microscopic and unseen. If you could shrink yourself down and watch, it would look like a slow-motion ballet. Shimmering shapes gliding through crimson rivers, guided by chemical music only they can hear. And when the threat is gone, when peace is restored, they dissolve gently back into the flow, their duty complete. Your skin is the first wall of this unseen fortress. Every pore, every flake, every tiny bead of sweat is part of an ancient shield. It keeps billions of foreign things out, while allowing just enough of the world in: sunlight, warmth, touch. Underneath, it lies an army waiting quietly, cells that can smell danger the way your ears can hear thunder from miles away. Even when you sleep, they patrol. They move in the darkness of your blood vessels, listening for whispers of infection, like night guards pacing softly down empty corridors. You never feel them, yet they are always there, tireless, patient, and impossibly loyal. When a fever rises, it is not the body breaking down, it is the body awakening. Heat is one of the oldest languages of life. Every degree that climbs higher sends a quiet message to invading microbes. You are not welcome here. Your cells turn up the temperature like a dawn light, slowing the movement of bacteria, speeding the rhythm of defense. Inside your brain, a small command center called the hypothalamus decides when to fan that inner fire. It listens to chemical messengers drifting through your blood, and when danger is near, it lifts the thermostat. You may shiver, wrap yourself in blankets, and feel fragile, but beneath the ache, your immune army is gathering, aligning, ready to act. Fever is not a flaw. It is an ancient strategy written in the blueprints of nearly every creature that has ever breathed. Even lizards bask longer in the sun when they are sick, letting warmth do what medicine has not yet learned to mimic perfectly. As your temperature steadies, tiny sculptors called antibodies begin their delicate work. They are proteins shaped with exquisite precision, each one built to recognize a single fragment of an invader. Once they find their target, they attach like puzzle pieces, locking in place. To an outsider, they seem simple, a Y-shaped thread, but to your body, they are poetry made of structure, the promise of remembering. When infection fades, the memory remains. Cells that fought once never forget the pattern they saw. They drift quietly through the years, ready to awaken again in moments. This is why a childhood illness rarely returns, and why a vaccine can teach the immune system a story before the real danger arrives. It is learning by imagination, practice before the play. The memory cells do not age the way most of the body does. Some may last a lifetime, whispering reminders from the marrow of your bones. They are archivists of survival, writing notes in molecules instead of ink. Because of them, your body is not just living, it is remembering how to live. So, when you feel warmth spread across your skin during sickness, think of it not as battle, but as rehearsal for peace. Every ache, every bead of sweat is your body's quiet vow to keep you whole. Your immune system begins long before a white blood cell ever moves. It starts at the borders, those quiet, flexible lines that separate you from everything else. Your skin, your eyes, your mouth, the soft lining of your nose, each is a gatekeeper wrapped in patience. They do not just block, they choose. Every breath brings the outside world in, and your barriers must decide, moment by moment, what stays and what passes through. Inside your lungs, microscopic hairs sweep like gentle brooms, clearing dust and pollen toward escape. Tears wash away what should not linger. Saliva bathes the mouth with enzymes that dissolve intruders before they ever reach the stomach. And when something manages to slip past all of that, the gut awaits, ready to meet the challenge with ancient wisdom. Your gut is more than a digestive pipe. It is a garden tended by trillions of microscopic guests, each with its own purpose and temperament. They live in your intestines like stars in a galaxy, shining in ways you cannot see. Some make vitamins your body cannot produce. Others teach your immune cells how to recognize friend from foe. They speak in chemical whispers, molecules that drift through the bloodstream, influencing everything from mood to metabolism. For every human cell in your body, there are nearly as many microbial companions. They are not trespassers. They are collaborators in your survival. When you eat, you feed them too. When you are stressed, they sense it. When you rest, they settle into quiet harmony. The gut lining itself is as thin as tissue paper, yet behind it lies an entire fortress of immune cells, watchful, selective, endlessly patient. If they attacked recklessly, the very food you eat would become an enemy. So instead, they learn tolerance. They learn to greet the world without fear. This calm discernment is what keeps your inner peace intact. Some scientists call the gut the second brain, not just because it feels, but because it decides. Every choice it makes shapes how you react to the world, how you heal, how you grow, even how you dream. And as you listen now, breathing slowly, you can imagine those unseen guardians flowing through you, steady and serene, like tide and moonlight in a hidden ocean. Inflammation is one of the immune system's most misunderstood languages. When it speaks, it uses warmth, swelling, and redness, a vocabulary of care disguised as chaos. It begins the moment an injury or infection appears, calling out to every nearby cell, summoning them to act. capillaries open wide to let immune cells flow freely. Fluid gathers around the wound like a soft cushion, protecting fragile tissues as repair begins. To the naked eye, it looks like discomfort. To the body, it is organization. 1,000 small messages moving in harmony to rebuild what was broken. Inflammation is not the enemy. It is the opening scene of healing. But every good story needs an ending, and so must inflammation learn to fade. When its work is done, other cells arrive carrying signals of peace, chemical lullabies that calm the fiery response. Macrophages, the great janitors of your immune world, clear away debris, recycling dead cells into nutrients and quiet. Fibroblasts weave new tissue where old damage once lay, stitching life back together without fanfare. Your immune system understands that healing is not about speed, but balance. Too little response and wounds linger. Too much, and the body begins to turn its weapons inward. This delicate equilibrium is the art of immunity, a choreography learned over billions of years of evolution. Sometimes, when the system forgets to turn itself off, inflammation becomes chronic, silent, subtle, and persistent. It is the kind of battle that never ends, draining energy without visible cause. Stress, poor sleep, and loneliness can all whisper confusion into those ancient signals, tricking the body into defending against its own calm. But balance can be restored. With rest, nourishment, and stillness, the body remembers how to breathe itself back into order. Inside you, every moment, countless cells are resolving tiny conflicts peacefully. They build, repair, and forgive, all without your conscious help. You are, in every sense, a living treaty between war and tranquility. And as you listen, the same forces that protect the earth protect you. Sunlight, water, soil, and air, each one nourishes your body in ways too subtle to see, yet too powerful to ignore. Your immune system was shaped by these elements, refined by the same rhythms that guide oceans, forests, and stars. When morning light touches your skin, something ancient awakens. The rays carry ultraviolet energy that prompts your cells to create vitamin D, not just a nutrient, but a messenger of strength and clarity. Vitamin D travels through your bloodstream, guiding immune cells to act with balance, helping them know when to rise and when to rest. It is sunlight transformed into understanding. Nature, too, is a teacher. When you breathe the scent of pine or rain, invisible compounds called phytoncides enter your lungs. They are the forest's own defense molecules, and once inside you, they whisper to your immune system, teaching it calm vigilance. Your natural killer cells awaken, but not in panic, in peaceful readiness. Time spent among trees lowers inflammation, reduces stress hormones, and synchronizes your inner clock with the pulse of the planet. Even the soil beneath your feet holds allies, tiny microbes, harmless to you, help train your immune system through contact and breath. They remind it of diversity, of coexistence, of the countless invisible lives that share this world with you. To walk barefoot on the earth is to reconnect with that forgotten dialogue, an exchange of charge, a grounding that tells your cells they are home. The rhythm of nature is the rhythm of immunity. Day and night, activity and stillness, warmth and cool. Every cycle outside you mirrors one within you. When those patterns align, your body remembers what harmony feels like. It becomes a reflection of the world it came from, self-healing, adaptive, and alive. So as you rest, imagine sunlight filtering through leaves, the air fragrant and soft. Picture that golden light touching your skin, filling your blood with quiet vitality. You are not separate from nature. You are its continuation, a single heartbeat in the great pulse of the earth. And as long as the world breathes, so will you. In rhythm, in peace, in health. Every moment, something inside you is being rebuilt. Old cells fade, new ones arise, and the story of your body continues without pause. This endless renewal is not dramatic. It is gentle, constant, and filled with grace. Your immune system stands at the center of it all, guiding the rhythm of destruction and creation, ensuring that life within you never stops unfolding. Skin cells replace themselves every few weeks, bones renew over years, and deep within your organs, tiny stem cells wait for signals to awaken. When they do, they divide and become what is needed most: a muscle fiber, a blood cell, a strand of connective tissue. Every scar you carry is proof of this quiet genius, the ability to mend what was once broken. The immune system plays the role of caretaker in this grand design. When tissue is damaged, immune cells rush to clear debris, to signal for new growth, to protect the delicate beginnings of regeneration. They release molecules that awaken dormant cells, telling them it's time to rebuild. Even in sleep, this process continues, the slow weaving of renewal through your muscles, bones, and skin. Regeneration is not only physical. Your immune system helps renew balance in the mind as well. The same signals that heal wounds also influence mood, energy, and memory. When you rest, eat well, and breathe deeply, those signals become stronger, flowing freely between body and brain. Healing, then, is not one event. It is a conversation that never ends. There is a quiet miracle in knowing that you are never entirely the same person from one day to the next. Millions of your cells have changed since yesterday. You are not decaying. You are transforming endlessly, beautifully, perfectly. Imagine now that process within you, soft light repairing, rebuilding, reshaping. Every heartbeat carries new life forward. Every breath nourishes the architects of renewal. You do not have to command this. Your body already knows how. It has always known. So, as you rest tonight, trust that the unseen work continues. The quiet miracles are unfolding in every tissue, in every cell, in every breath. You are healing even now, not because you try, but because you exist. Tonight, as you lie still, your body hums with 1,000 quiet miracles. Your immune system, that invisible constellation within, continues its endless work. It listens, learns, repairs, and protects, even as your mind drifts far from thought. Every heartbeat sends ripples of communication. Every breath stirs invisible tides of healing. You are not simply one being. You are many, trillions of cells moving in harmony, each one fulfilling its purpose. Some guard, some build, some remember. Together, they create the steady miracle that is you. Inside your veins flow rivers of memory. Within your marrow, the stories of survival are written and rewritten with each new day. Your immune system has known you from the very beginning, before your first breath, before you had words for comfort or peace. It has carried you through fever, through fatigue, through every unseen storm, and each time it has returned you to balance. Even now, as you listen to these words, your body continues its soft symphony, antibodies floating, cells repairing, tissues breathing. You are surrounded by care from the inside out. You are a living ecosystem of order and renewal, of harmony and grace. Beyond your skin, the world rests too. The air cools, the stars hum quietly above, and the earth turns beneath you, unhurried and eternal. You are part of that rhythm, one pulse in the same cosmic heartbeat that drives the oceans and the galaxies. Your immune system is a reflection of that greater design, a miniature universe devoted entirely to your preservation. So as you close your eyes, let yourself feel that connection, the vastness of life within you, the serenity of the universe around you. Let go of worry, of effort, of resistance. The body knows the way to peace. It always has. You are protected. You are remembered. You are whole. Breathe softly. Let the warmth of your own being cradle you. Each inhale carries strength. Each exhale releases what no longer serves you. Tonight, the immune system watches quietly, a guardian made of starlight and memory. And as you drift deeper into rest, know this simple truth: you are not separate from the harmony of life. You are that harmony, always healing, always alive, always safe.